Good afternoon and welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I don't know how this is going to go today. I'm trying it out. It may work, it may not work. I haven't been here for a while. There's a lot of things I'm trying to get, I've got one or two things we're trying to iron out. So do bear with me. If it looks a bit off, it's not for lack of trying. It's just we're trying to get it working. So bear with me. I'm going to try and do a few things here as I go along. Let's see. So you may see a few things on the screen. If you do, it's not intended, but we're trying to work it out and make it work. So good afternoon to you all. I just want to give you some updates on things. We'll keep it, try and give you as much updates on things as we can. Um, so good afternoon, and welcome. Oh, there's 6 of you on board. Thank you for joining. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Um, we only deal in one currency, and that's the truth. And we speak truth to power. Um, yeah, I do have to take one or two things slowly, just a little bit, but rest assured, the struggle. Good afternoon, Terry Moaladi. Good afternoon to you. I appreciate you for joining. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. We truly appreciate you. So what we're going to try and do is we will be here for a little while, make sure everything is running fine. Then we will probably try and bring it on board on Facebook at some point. But what we're doing, of course, Friday, Alpha, good afternoon to you. Odudua, yes, good afternoon. Odua Didi, good afternoon to you all. I truly appreciate you all. Um, Today, I really want us all to understand. In 2 days' time, which is going to be the 20th of October, the contraption called Nigeria will not. They are going to do everything they can to stop us from remembering the youths that were killed. They will do everything in their power, but it's up to us to bring them back and tell them no, we're not going to let that happen. We must. Good afternoon, Dolakbo Fashikwe. Thank you very much. I'm really grateful for you all joining. This is really a humbling experience for myself. Sometimes when you get through and you're trying to do a few things, you do get a bit, you get focused on things, and sometimes you have to just sort of stop, take stock when you're running and trying to do things, and it takes toll. When you're doing this kind of thing whereby you're focused on exposing the lies and contraption Nigeria, it takes its toll on you, and you do have to try and manage that. And nobody should try and pretend otherwise. I wouldn't try and pretend to you otherwise. You're much too sophisticated an audience than that. All I can say is that we are all working towards the same goal of getting a nation that would truly be something for us all to benefit from as Yorubas, as Igbos, as Middle Belt. So that's what we're working towards. I wanted to just bring to your attention one or two things. There is a travel ban, but before I bring the travel ban in, go to discuss the travel ban, I want to mention one or two things to you all. We mustn't relent. We need to continue to go towards our goal of going for Yoruba Nation, Biafra Nation, Middle Belt. We need to. It is of immense importance that we continue, because the contraption called Nigeria, you will notice that they will say they have money for fast cars, big cars every year, but they won't have money for your infrastructure, to maintain your infrastructure. They don't care about your health. They don't care about your. They just really don't care. So that is what we're trying to bring to your attention. So please, as you're joining us, please, of course, we appreciate you. Do subscribe. We may be on this broadcast for about an hour. We will try and come in and talk about this as often as we can, and bring as much information to you. Good afternoon, Christopher. Good afternoon, Duatide. Good afternoon, Dolakpo. Fashikwe. Sorry. Friday, Afaku. Good afternoon to you. Terry Omalade. Good afternoon to you. Duatide. Good afternoon to you all. I welcome you all, and thank you for joining us. Now we're going to try and do something on the fly. I hope this works. We're not too sure, but we're going to try anyway. Okay. It's not going to do that today, but that's okay. We will probably post it on YouTube later on, but this is going to have to be on Facebook today, and we want to thank you all. So what we will do is we'll probably repost it on YouTube later on. There's been some sort of problem with it. I'm not quite sure what, but I want to make sure that we give this as much information as much airtime as possible, because there are some one or two information. I want to play. There's a section I want you to play. I want to play and listen to. It's to do with DJ Switch. DJ Switch said something very, very pertinent, and I think we shared it. And I want you to, I'll put it on here for you all to listen to and watch again. And I want to listen to our words. And then we might play one or two more videos. Then we go to the main topic of the day, which is, of course, the UK advice, travel advice. It's a UK, it's not my own advice.
Good afternoon.
It is UK travel advice, and you will hear it coming soon. But before we do that, let's listen to DJ Switch. Let's listen to her. Let's listen to what DJ Switch has to say. Listen to. I'm not going to play all of it. I'll play a bit of it. Listen to this. Let's forward it a bit. You can watch it all on Citizen Anyway. But now listen to this. So
from a live recording I made on the 20th of October, 2020. Please, viewer discretion is advised.
Listen to this. This is what we are faced with. I want you to remember that. That's what we're faced with.
They're shooting us. They're shooting people. Oh my goodness. See somebody else. Everybody look at this. These are the bullets that were falling by our side that were dodging bullets.
My name is Obianuju Catherine Ude. Don't worry, you can call me DJ Switch. I'm from Enugu State, which is in the southeast region of Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
For years, young Nigerians like myself with interesting hairstyles, ripped jeans, iPhones, nice cars, have been harassed, extorted, illegally detained, tortured, raped, and killed by the Nigerian police. Specifically, a unit of the Nigerian police called SARS. SARS stands for Special Anti-Robbery Squad, and trust me, they truly are a special bunch. A special breed of armed robbers in uniform.
Oh.
A special group and gang of rapists with a badge.
Okay,
a special crowd of murderers with a license to carry a gun. For as long as I can remember, we begged and petitioned the Nigerian government to put an end to this corrupt unit. And to their credit, they complied, or at least it seemed like they complied. First, with the disbandment of SARS in 2016, then again in 2017, 2018, 2019. I know it's an abusive relationship. 2020, and I know we all won't be forgetting 2020 in a hurry. As the coronavirus ravaged the globe, back home in Nigeria, we were more afraid of another type of virus, SARS. On the 3rd of October, a video surfaced online where SARS officers shot a young man and fled with his Lexus SUV. We were outraged. But this was followed by the gunning down of an up-and-coming Nigerian musician. I'm a musician. Could have been me. At this point, the hashtag #EndSARS was trending all over the world. And thanks to Nigeria's biggest celebrities and artists, influencers who said, enough is enough, it is time we speak up. And so by the 8th of October, the streets of Nigeria were filled with young men and women protesting police brutality, and I was one of them. But it is the 20th of October, 2020, that has brought me here today. On that very horrible day, the Nigerian army, sanctioned by the Nigerian government, stormed the Lekki toll gate, and this is a major roadway in Lagos State, by the way. No warning, no dialogue. Soldiers opened fire on unarmed, peaceful protesters with live ammunition.
So let me just forward that page. You don't need to have that. Let me just move forward. That it's sometimes it can just. So anyway, so where we go.
He makes sense of what the whole thing was about. He was struck by a bullet on his lower back. I genuinely believe he saved my life, and I don't even know who he is. I don't even know why I didn't run, to be honest. At that time, I thought it was the end. And so my instinct at the moment was show everybody what's going on. You know, you're going to die here today. And so I pulled out my phone, went to Instagram, started live broadcasting this madness. Viewers on the live helped us call ambulances, but the soldiers refused the ambulance's entry. And so some of us had to turn into instant surgeons in an attempt to remove the bullet from the leg of a protester. Eventually the shooting stopped, and we observed that some of the soldiers were picking up their shells, I believe in an attempt to hide evidence of this crime. And so we scampered around to pick the shells that we could find in an attempt to have evidence of this crime. And this was while other soldiers were dumping bodies onto their trucks.
Yeah, I'm going to pause it there. I want to just, I'm going to pause it there. I will bring it back, but I wanted to just bring this to your attention. The reason I talked about Jide Switch is because we are fast approaching 20th of, and she's a great woman, great young lady, very, very forthright in her views, and rightly so. So we definitely applaud her. Beg your pardon if the visuals are not really doing what they're supposed to do at this point. I did check one or two things, but sometimes these things do happen and you have to try and navigate through it. So you will have to just take us as you find us at this point in time. Do apologize, but we're trying to iron it out. Now, I'm going to bring another visual to you. It may be that the pictures will be doing this until I get that sorted out, whereby you'll be seeing things and it will not be necessarily showing as it should be, but we're trying to work on fix that as we go along. But that is the context in which you're watching this broadcast. You're watching this broadcast in the context of that the 20th of October last year is being remembered. We must never forget them. The people who are being killed by the citizens being killed are being killed by the guns turned on them by their own government. That is what you call the Fulanized government of Nigeria, who are instructing fellow Southerners to turn guns on Southerners and kill them in their own land, all because they are demanding for a right. They're demanding for fairness. They're demanding for good governance. They're demanding for accountability for the police who polices them to be held accountable for any actions that they carry out that is illegal against the people. These are that's the context we're looking at this from. So let me go ahead and look at bringing one or two more things to you. I don't quite know what is going on right now with the visual. Something is afoot, and I can't quite put my finger on it. So whilst this is going on, just do bear with me. We are going to play the next video. Not a video. I'm going to play you the. You will see it. You will see that I'm going to read you this exactly. That's the one I'm looking for. Thank you. So now that's the one that's going to come up now. Now we're going to go ahead and see this now. Let me just check one or two things, making sure that this is displaying in the right manner. Okay, let me just make sure I've got this right. I'm not quite sure what's going on. So do beg your pardon. You will not necessarily see me, but you can hear me. So I'm just trying to address that issue. Normally, there should be a visual here, but for some reason it isn't showing up. And I tested it before, and I kid you not, it was there. It was there, but now suddenly, as if by magic, here's one I did before, it decided not to show. and you are looking and wondering what is going on. Why is that not happening? But of course. Now, let's talk through this. I want you to talk through this. So please just permit me. I will bring my face in now and then as and when as I can. But for now, I want to just the visuals is something is not quite right. I'm gonna have to just manage that for today. Now, here is what I want to look at. On the 18th of October, today, yeah, the UK released a report, an update 16th of October. Last updated 16th of October. It says here, the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, advised against all travel. Now, I'm going to read to you every single state. I do apologize that my visuals cannot show, and I don't quite know why that is happening. I'm not quite sure why it isn't doing what I've actually asked it to do. And I'm not too sure what I've pressed. Maybe I've pressed something and it's just inadvertently locked it out without me being aware. That may be the case, but I am trying to frantically, obviously, adjust that as we speak. But be that as it may, let me see. No, okay. So now what you're looking at on the screen, the Foreign and Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, advise against all travel to Borno State, Yobe State, Adamawa State, Gombe, Kaduna, Katsina, Zamfara, riverine areas of Delta, Bayelsa Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross Rivers. So those are the states that they said they advise against all travel to. FCDO, Foreign Commonwealth Development Office, also advised against all but essential travels to the following: Bauchi, Kano, Jigawa, Niger State, Sokoto State, Kogi State, within 20 kilometers of the border with Niger, and in Kebbi State, Abia State, non-riverine areas of Delta, Bayelsa, and River States. Now, that's what it says here. Now, there's some background information around that. I don't know if you can see. So from the 3rd of September 2020, Nigerian Commission mandated all telecommunication operators to stop extending its services to Zamfara State. This includes a suspension of mobile telecommunications, including Wi-Fi. A number of other state governments, including Kaduna, Katsina, Sokoto, Kebbi, and Niger, have also implemented a partial shutdown of telecom services. Now, the reason I'm mentioning all of this is for us all to be aware. We need to be aware of what is going on. We are not aware. We should be aware. So, breaking news. Those of you watching, please share this broadcast. If you're getting it, you're watching now. Today is the 18th of October. 2 days. We are 2 days away from the remembrance of the 2010-2020, the massacre that happened at Lekki Toll Gate. The massacre that happened. And the so-called the UK government are saying to their own people, oh, by the way, don't be aware, don't go to these states in Nigeria. 12 states that you see before you: Borno, Yobe, Adamawa, Gombe, Kaduna, Katsina, Zamfara, riverine areas of Delta, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River State. They also advise all but essential travel to Bauchi, Kano, Jigawa, Niger State, Sokoto State, Kogi State, within 20 kilometers of the border of in Kebbi State, Abia State, non-riverine areas of Delta, Bayelsa, and River State. These are information that you need to spread and share. You are seeing it on the screen. Once again, I do apologize that you may not be able to see my picture, but there's something that I'm trying to understand and iron out as we speak. Hopefully, I can get that ironed out. I don't know what is happening. Let me just test to see if the picture comes back up. So the picture is back up. So there I am. So that's the information that you have there. But I'm trying to understand, there is something that is gone off somewhat, and I can't quite put my finger on it. So I can only apologize for that delay or something. It was there initially. Initially, everything was functioning, and then suddenly it just suddenly went awry. I can't quite tell you quite possibly why that is, but all I can say is where I'm working as much as I can to address that. But the most important information that you need to be aware of is that the UK government that likes to tell us to support, to believe in one Nigeria, they are telling their own people not to go to that one Nigeria. You get him? You follow me? And interestingly, I'm going to show you a picture of Katrina Lane. She makes no mention of this in her discussions. I'm going to try and see if I can get you her Twitter link. Today, that information is released, but Katrina Lane is talking about COP26. She's not mentioning anything about the fact that there is a travel ban issued by the federal, the Commonwealth Office in the UK. She makes no mention of that. So those of you talking about one Nigeria, you might want to bear that in mind. You might want to bear that in mind. Just a little, just a little hint. You may want to bear that in mind. Now, let me just see if I can. I'm still trying to work on this, one or two things here. But that is a key information that I'd like you to share. I will be sharing this broadcast. For some reason, it's not going on Facebook. So I may have to come back later on and do it on Facebook, or I may just reshare this again, put it back on Facebook later on. Either way, one of the two will happen, and I'll make sure this is communicated one way or the other via Facebook. But incidentally, as you're watching, those of you watching us right now, I'd like you to do something for us. So please, I'd like you to go and subscribe right now to Citizen AY on YouTube. Without your support, the platform cannot reach as many people as possible, and the kind of information, this is really important information that we're sharing with you now, will not be able to reach you. It is really important to understand, once again, the information that we are having is that the UK government have issued a travel ban. The UK government that is a supporter, that is 100% behind the Fulani government. They are saying, on what you see on the screen before you, they are saying that the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office advise against all travel to Borno State, Yobe State, Adamawa State, Gombe State, Kaduna State, Katsina State, Zamfara State, riverine areas of Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River State. The FCDO again also advises all border station travels to Bauchi, Kano, Jigawa, Niger State, Sokoto State, Kogi State, within 20 kilometers of Niger in Kebbi State and Abia State, and of course non-riverine areas Delta, Bayelsa, and River State. So these are, and it says Abia State. These are information, hopefully, that you will find that you should share. I want you to read. This is a very important information that should go out there. And please, when you're watching this broadcast, please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. I will come back later on and later to address this issue of the faulty glitch. There's a glitch in the system because it was working 1 minute and next minute it suddenly stopped. But I do apologize. Nonetheless, the most important information is the one you see before you on the screen. Those are the information that we need to get out there. We need to tell people, those of you talking about one Nigeria is not safe. If one Nigeria is not safe for those who created it, i.e. the British, why should it be safe for you? Why do you think it's safe for you who they are telling you to believe in one Nigeria? Why? Let me bring my picture so I can, let me bring my face into the discussion. So if the one Nigeria they're telling you to support, if they don't believe in their one Nigeria, if the UK government are telling their citizens to stay away from contractual Nigeria, why should you continue to believe in one Nigeria? They're saying that, let me see the words that they used. In fact, I'm going to try and get you the exact words. Let me see. I believe I typed it up. Let me look in the exact words that they used. 1 second, please. I'm just going to get you the words. I'm trying to get you the words. Now, let's go up here. Now, I'm going to try and get you. Now, Now, they talked about events to mark 1 year anniversary of the NSAS protests are likely to take place nationally, week commencing 18th of October. There may be protests and heightened security presence in major cities such as Lagos and Abuja. In parallel, the high-profile trial date of separatist leader is also scheduled for the 21st of October in Abuja. There may be additional protests and a heightened security presence in Abuja and in Southeast for this reason. In all areas affected, you should monitor local media and avoid any demonstrations or large gatherings. From 3rd of September 2021, the Nigerian Commission mandated all telecommunications. I read that before. I read that to you all before. So these are things that I want you to be aware of. There is something I also wanted to bring to your attention. Let me see if I can get that information to you. 1 second, please. This I will show you later. That's for another thing I wanted to bring to you. But I wanted to bring this to you. I'm probably going to have to end this podcast and come back because something is wrong with the setup. It's not doing what I want. But this information is important and I wanted you to have it. Now, let's look at this information quickly. So I want to give you this information here, right here. So beg your pardon. The pictures are a little bit, the visuals are not doing what I wanted to do, but that's okay. What we will do right now is to continue along and try to do as much as we can. Now, the sit at home is working very well in the southeast in Seneca areas. These roads are quiet. I will show you the video about that, but I want to show you this one. This is the one I want you to show. I want not a video. I want to show you this. This is Katrina Ling, by the way. She is totally silent on all of this. Now let me show you what they said here. It says here, there is a high threat of kidnap throughout Nigeria. Kidnaps can be motivated by criminality or terrorism and could be carried out for ideological, financial, or political gain. Anecdotal evidence suggests that the risk of kidnap increases after dark. Please do not travel to the following states. And those are the states I mentioned. These are things that you should share with family and friends. Please go and share it. I apologize that I'm not, my visuals is not in the picture. There is something that is actually cropped up whilst we were on air that I cannot change now. To change it would really slow things up. It's important that you have this information and you share with family and friends. And that's the object of this exercise, to focus on that information. So, like I said, there are 12 states. They've mentioned 12 states. Let me see where they get that information. I got that information. I'll make sure I get it there. So let me see. 1, 2, 3. 12. So maybe even more states. But there are a minimum of 12 states that is affected by this anyway. So these are things that you're looking at. And I wanted to just bring that to your attention. Now, before I go, I wanted to show you earlier today. So Katrina Leng has said nothing about that. Now let's go and look at Katrina Leng on Twitter. So let me just go Twitter and let's go try Katrina Leng and let's hear what she said. Very important to let's just hear what she said. Katrina Leng, right? Here we go. So now here we go. Listen to what Katrina Leng is saying today. Today is the 18th of October. Listen to her what? Listen.
Commissioner to Nigeria.
Listen.
And today is day 7 of the UK's 26 Voices campaign as we count down to COP26 being hosted in Glasgow in November. And I'm delighted to let you know that today's climate change activist is Funto Borifis, and she is the CEO of Waste Africa and Changi Dati. And what she does is tackle one of our most tricky problems, which is how to dispose of waste in an environmentally sustainable way that also creates green jobs. So I'm really delighted to promote her work through this platform. I'd now like to continue the conversation by handing over to the British High Commissioner in Banjul, the Gambia, David Belgrove.
So there you can see now, there is she is smiling away, fine, but what I'm trying to bring to your attention is that she's not mentioned the fact that as we speak, minimum of 12 states, the UK government has effectively told everybody they know not to go there. That's your one Nigeria for you. That is what you see when we talk about that. There is this one Nigeria. It's a short devil. Thank you. Exactly. Short devil. This is when we talk about this. When they tell us to believe in one Nigeria, Those who created, it is now clear that we in the South, we had no hand in the creation of One Nigeria. Even the Fulanis had no hand in it. One Nigeria, a quick history lesson, was created by George Goldie in 1899. Now, the story, they can put all the coloring of stories of Flora Shaw, all the like. Without Berlin Conference, without the UK in Berlin Conference in 1884, discussing and carving out and making agreement that once one of them had taken over land, they signed a treaty whereby when one of them takes over land, that land must not be interfered with by the other. That is the agreement they signed. So to perfect that, they brought in George Goldie, who was the man to bring together the Northern and Southern Protectorate. He sold it as Nigeria to the British government. They paid him £865,000. It's all in the books. These are history which I've shared before. They paid him. Let's quickly do, if I can find that information for you as I'm talking. I wonder if I can do. The only problem I have is that the visuals are really playing about now. So I will have to come back and do a proper analysis on that. But what I want to do right now is to make us be aware. This is very important information. As we speak, minimum of 12 states, which I've read to you before, I'm going to try and bring them on board somewhere if I can. I'm going to try and find a way. The visuals are just really not helping things today. I'm probably going to have to come back again and do this again on another platform. I'm not quite sure what's happened. It's just not letting me do it. I can't really, these are what we're giving you here are information to make you firmly believe that our only course of action that we must take is to go for self-determination as Yorubas, as Igbos, as Middle Belt. That is our course of action that we must follow. We must go with that wholeheartedly, because even the government, the colonials who created Nigeria, they are telling their own people not to go there because of risk of kidnapping. It's not hearsay. I am not telling you stories. Today, the 18th of October, they updated their travel advice for UK citizens going to contraption Nigeria. The very contraption that they are telling us to believe in. The very contraption. And like I said to you, you can see Katrina Leng has mentioned not one single word about the ban. She has instead talked about Gambia. She's talking, she's everything to take our mind away from the reality on ground. And the reality on ground is that the Fulanis have encircled the whole of the South. They want to take it over by force with the support of the colonials. These are look, that's the evidence that you're faced with. So I will come back. I'm probably going to come back and do this broadcast in a little bit more detail. If I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. But it is important that those of you watching, and this is why we're asking you, when we're asking you to please do something for us. Right now as you're watching, please go and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube right now. It is really important, because when you're getting the information, of course, I will put it on Facebook later on. But it is important that those of you, that's why I always do the broadcast on Citizen AY on YouTube, because you guys are getting the first-hand information as and when we get it. And we see it fit as a vehicle, as the means through which we can get information out. Now, Facebook, they will allow us to do the work, but they are doing a lot of, I don't rely on them too much. So I'd rather build this platform with your help, of course, make sure it reaches as many people as possible, giving them this really important information. Like I said, I will be sharing this information later on YouTube. I will be sharing that. Of that, there is no doubt. But right now, what I want you all to be very aware of is that Katrina Leng has gone absolutely silent. She has said zero about the fact that today, 18th of October, the UK government has given a travel advice, which I've shared. Those of you who have watched earlier on, you can watch the broadcast. You see where I shared, where it says that they mentioned states. Let me try and read those states out to you. I'm going to do, because of the technical issues that I've got now, I'm going to simply go into it and I'll read it to you rather than try to and show you again on the screen. It's very important that this information reaches as many people as possible. That's why we ask you to please subscribe to us on Citizen AY on YouTube. Subscribe. It is of immense importance, because when you do that, you help us make sure that information reaches as many people as possible. We can give up to the minute information on YouTube. Make sure that people will have access to this information and be able to act on it, and be able to take action on it. Very, very important. What we are faced with is totally sickening, and we can no longer be silent in the face of this. Again, just to reiterate and remind you, the Foreign Office of the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, the UK, in fact, it's the UK government. In effect, it's the UK government. That's what it is. All that is just a way. It's all flour. It's all flour and fluff to make you, it's all flour and fluff. But what is important is, I want to read the states to you. They talked about Borno State. The Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office advised against all travels to the following states: Borno State, Yobe, Adamawa, Gombe, Kaduna, Katsina, Zamfara, Delta, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, and Abia State. Abia State. So let me read that again. Let me see if I can get that to you. So those are 12 states that I know of, minimum. Then they also added that under no circumstances, they said the FCDO advises against all but essential travels to Bauchi State, Kano State, Niger, Sokoto, Kogi, within 20 kilometers of Niger State in Kebbi State, Abia State, non-river areas, Delta, Bayelsa, and River State. These are the advice of the UK. The same UK that is telling us to believe in one Nigeria. And their so-called Katrina Ling has not said a word about it. I showed you the broadcast minutes ago, whereby she's talking about COP26 and all of that. They don't want you to know these things. They don't want you to be aware that Contractor Nigeria is a death trap. And another thing I want you to bear in mind, what do you think happens when they tell their own people not to go to that places? Do you think they are putting a stop to the killings? Do you think the UK is putting a stop to the killings? Do you think so? I'm just asking. Do you think they are stop? Because they will not put a stop to it. It's to their benefit that the resources that in those states, those areas, in the whole of the country, continues to have unrestricted access for them and their businesses in the UK and their interest to continue for that to live. Whilst the people, you and I, we can travel home to Nigeria comfortably. We can travel. We cannot travel. Now, I would recommend to anybody traveling to please look at that. If you want to travel, even if you're from anywhere in the world, US, Canada, wherever, you should go and look at this report. Once you see that report, I will recommend you do not travel to Nigeria, because you are a travel risk. You are not a travel risk. You are a potential abduction. You will become a potential abduction for the Fulani terrorists that are now all in all our forests. That's what you will become, and that is the fact. That is why we are bringing this to your attention. Now, I will do what I can. I'm going to come back later on. Please, I urge you all, those of you watching, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. I do apologize that the broadcast has been a little bit, topsy-turvy this afternoon. It was working fine, and I tried to get one or two things going, but suddenly it just wouldn't function. It malfunctioned somewhat, but that's okay. These things do happen. What is of immense importance is that you watching, you please share this broadcast. Give us a thumbs up, hit the notification button, and of course, subscribe. Subscribe to Citizen AY. That is the best way you can get this information to reach as many people as possible. The more you share it, the more the information will get out. And I will try and come out as much as possible and give as much information. In fact, I will talk at length about this later on. But just to give you an update, at a minimum of 12 states whereby they've actually said, do not travel. Do not travel, to Nigeria because of the potential, because of the risk of being abducted. The words they use, let me use the words they use. There's a high rate threat of kidnap throughout Nigeria. Kidnaps can be motivated by criminality or terrorism and could be carried out for ideological, financial, or political gain. Anecdotal evidence suggests that the risk of kidnap increases after dark. So, which means that you mustn't travel after dark. If you are in contract to Nigeria, you mustn't. But also, the risk is already high now. And the Katrina Ling, the UN development, well, the UK representative person, has said nothing about this. Nothing. Zero. She has not mentioned it. I showed you the video. Please take this on board. Please share this information. I'm sorry that the broadcast has not been, to the usual standard as it were in terms of making sure the visuals are there so I could show you in picture and I'll be there and it will make it smoother and I could give you more information. But rest assured, I will come back and I will do it again. And if it means that we will do this broadcast 2 or 3 or 4 times and add a few more things to it, then so be it. We will do so. We will do so. But I want you all to not keep this information to yourself. Right now, the UK government has issued a travel guidance, a strong guidance, a strong advice against all travel to the following states: Borno State, Yobe State, Adamawa State, Gombe State, Kaduna State, Katsina State, Zamfara State, riverine areas of Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River states. And of course, they say and on top of that, they also say the FCDO advised against travel, all but essential travel to Bauchi, Kano, Jigawa, Sokoto, Kogi, Niger, Kebbi, Abia State, Delta, Bayelsa, and of course River State, which I read earlier on. These are things that are happening, but you won't hear it on Channels News. You won't hear this information on Channels News because the government won't let them carry it. That is why the role that we play as Citizen AY and other platforms is very important. We want you to spread this information. That's why we talk to you and we say to you, we're the platform where we speak truth to power. Our job is to inform. We take it as our own personal responsibility to inform our fellow citizens about the urgency of them knowing this information firsthand. Be aware of the dangers. They've hidden it from us for far too long. It is time we take collective action together. Please do not keep this information to yourself. Please go ahead now. Subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube right now. Subscribe. Hit the notification button. Give us the thumbs up. Let's give us the thumbs up. It is very important that the more thumbs up we get, the better the chance of this information reaches as many people as possible. We are asking for your support. We are asking you to make sure that this information reaches everybody. This is an information that everybody around the world should have. I'm talking about every diasporan. And those of you at home, it is important that if you know of family who somehow have not got this information, share it to them. Save them the threat from the risk of kidnap. There is a high risk of kidnapping and abduction and extortion. There's a very, very high risk of that right now. So those of you talking about One Nigeria, you need to explain this. So I'm not making assumptions. I am going by the evidence of what the people that tell you to believe in One Nigeria, the UK government, that tells you that they believe that Nigeria is a democracy. They don't want their own people to travel to that so-called democracy, which tells you that democracy is a falsehood. It's a lie. It's a way for them to extract our resources uninterrupted. That is it. It is a sham. It is a failure. RIP One Nigeria should be what should be on our lips as Southerners, as Yorubas, as Igbos, as Middle Beltans. It should be RIP One Nigeria. Because the evidence of the RIP is this. The UK government silently have been telling people, they are telling their own people, do not travel to Nigeria. Their words again, there's a high threat of kidnap throughout Nigeria. Kidnaps can be motivated by criminality or terrorism and could be carried out for ideological, financial, or political gain. Anecdotal evidence suggests that The risk of kidnap increases after dark. Please do not travel to the following states. Listen carefully. The following states. I will put it on the screen. Those of you who may want to watch, and you may want to take this down as well as you're watching. Let's see if I can get it onto the screen now. So there was it. There was it. Here we are. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Oh, come on. You're not going to do this to me now, right? Okay. Okay, let's do it this way. Here we go. So I'm going to put this to the side. Can I do that? It may not let me do it necessarily, but I'm going to try. Let me see if I can. I'll try and do it to one side. There's something that's not quite right with this today, but don't worry. We will do what we can with this. These are reasons. Everything I'm pointing out to you is pointing to one thing: that One Nigeria is a fraud. Please also bear in mind the very people who are giving you bags of rice for One Nigeria, they are never around when the guns come at night, in the middle of the night, to kill you and your family. They are never there. All they want is your vote. They don't care about your life. Once they get your vote, they don't matter. Once they get the vote by you collecting the 5,000 naira, whether they kill you or not, they're not interested. It is none of they don't care. As far as they're concerned, and the waiting concern, waiting concern me. That's the attitude towards your life. The politicians who are telling you to come and support them for 2023, they don't care about your life. How many of them have told you we are going to give you guns? Let me ask you a question. How many of the politicians who are asking you to vote for them in 2023, how many of them have given you guns to protect yourself, bought you guns? If they are serious about your life, they would give you guns. They would say they will come and buy the guns and give it to you to protect your life. But instead, they are supporting the government in taking away guns from Southerners. That's what we're faced with. These are the facts of the matter. These are the facts of the matter. And until we address this squarely and look at it and speak about it. So when somebody is coming and talking to you and saying, oh, we believe you can, what's the word they use? Oh, we think you should support, we believe in One Nigeria. Fine, let them support One Nigeria. But are they supporting your life? Any politician supporting One Nigeria, I want you to know they're not supporting your life. I hope you know that. They are not supporting your life. Any politician telling you that they support One Nigeria, they are not supporting your life. And the evidence of that is what you will see. I'm going to do something here. Let me put this. Yes. I'm trying to adjust things as it's happening because I've had to make some changes. So I do try and adjust on the fly to things. When it's not working as planned, I try and make alternative plans. So that way, at least you can have that information. I hope this works. I hope you can see it as you're on the screen. I don't know if it works. Yeah, it's coming up. Okay, good. So now, because of the screen not working, I'm having to use other means to try and get you that information. Sorry about that. That's not what I'm looking for. Sorry about that. Okay, so now here we go. So yes, so let's put it here. Let's put it here. So it's clear. It's away from me. Now I'm going to read through what it says here. So it says here, clear evidence that Nigeria is a failed state. I should put there, sorry. Nigeria is a failed state. There is no safety nor security. This is a nation created for the benefit of colonials and Fulani. Those are my words. Now, these are the words of the UK government. They call it the Foreign Commonwealth Development Office, FCDO, whatever they call themselves. It's UK government. There's a high threat of kidnap throughout Nigeria. Kidnaps can be motivated by criminality or terrorism and could be carried out for ideological, financial, or political gain. Anecdotal evidence suggests that the risk of kidnap increases after dark. Please do not travel to the following states: the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO. Just think, every time they say that, just know it's the UK. It is the UK. All that is gobbledygook. It's all bamboozle. It's all words. It means the same thing. It is the UK government. That's what it means. Now, it says here, the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office advised against all travel to Borno State, Yobe, Adamawa, Gombe, Kaduna, Katsina, Zamfara, riverine areas of Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River State. The FCDO also advised against all but essential travel to Bauchi State, Kano, Jigawa, Niger State, Sokoto State, Kogi State, within 20 kilometers of the border of Niger State, in Kebbi State, Abia State, non-riverine areas of Delta, Bayelsa, and River State. These are things that this is not a joke. And even for those who are talking one Nigeria, please take it serious. This is not the time to argue. I want you to survive the experience. It's not whether or not you believe in one Nigeria. Those people who are going to abduct, they don't care whether you support one Nigeria or not. They see you as a cash cow, particularly if you come from abroad. If you happen to be one of those who believe in one Nigeria and you're living abroad, please, forget whether you agree with me or not about whether Nigeria should be disintegrated. We should separate. We should go for Yoruba nation. Forget your argument with me. I am more interested in how you are going to survive this. If you go to Nigeria believing that Nigeria is okay, you will get the shock of your life, and worse still, you will have to pay, and your family will have to find money and pay if you don't listen to this advice. I'm asking every single person who is coming, every single diasporan, to please key into this information. This is really important information. This is not time for arguing. This is not time for calling names. This is time for you to take action. If you are watching this and you're not sharing it, somebody that you may know may take off now in the next 5 minutes, not having this information. And they're living in the US, they're living in Russia, they're living in Italy, they're living in Spain, they're living in Canada, they're living in Australia, they're living all of, and they won't know. But once you get into that plane, Yawa don't gas. Yawa don't gas. That is why we are trying to, this is not the time for you to be telling me Citizen AY is talking nonsense. I believe in one Nigeria. No, one Nigeria does not believe in you. The UK government, you can see it in black and white next to me on the screen. The UK government that is always keen, telling you this, that. They have told their own people not to go there. They have told their own people not to go to Nigeria. What does that tell you? Those of you talking about one Nigeria, what does that tell you? We keep telling you that one Nigeria is a fail. It is a death zone. It is a death trap. It's a death trap to Yoruba people, to Igbos, to Middle Belt. It is a death trap to us. Now you can see this woman here. Let me see if I can find a picture of her. Get her picture out. If I can find a picture, and I'll show you. She said nothing. Katrina Lane has said nothing about what I'm saying to you now. She's talking to you about COP26. Your people are being killed every day in contrast to Nigeria. The UK government is saying nothing about that. And they're telling you to believe in one Nigeria. One Nigeria is a death trap for Southerners. End of story. I don't care who you are. I don't care whether you believe me or not. But I'm telling you now, if you still believe in one Nigeria, please don't travel to Nigeria yourself. Don't travel to Nigeria, because your life will be in danger. They will kidnap you. They might even kill you. Look at what has been happening. People have been going, and when they're coming out, they get killed. You've heard now. They say don't travel at night. They've given you the number of states. Let me read it. Let me look at the states again. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 states. They've mentioned 12 states. I'm going to read those states to you. Listen again. Number 1, Borno State. Number 2, Yobe State. Number 3, Adamawa. Number 4, Gombe. Number 5, Kaduna. Number 6, Katsina. Number 7, Zamfara. Number 8, Delta. Number 9, Bayelsa. Number 10, Rivers. Number 11, Akwa Ibom. And number 12, Cross Rivers. So you can see that. That's 12 states I've read to you. 12 clear states. So whether or not you are talking about, if you're talking about one Nigeria is not dealing with this issue. Are you following me? One Nigeria is not dealing with the issue of your kidnapping and abduction. Oh. They're not. Oh. So there's a further state that they're saying all but essential travel must not happen. They say the FCDO advise against all but essential travel in the following states: Bauchi, Jigawa, Niger State, Sokoto State, Kogi State, Kebbi State, Abia. These are on top of the 12 I've read, though. These are on top of the 12 I have read. Understand, though. These are on top of the 12 I have read. Please, please let me know, acknowledge if you're getting, if are you following me? Please type 1 so I know you're following me. I do apologize. This would have been on Facebook as well, but so please, I hope you understand. Type 1 if everything I'm saying makes sense. I'm going to pause here at the minute. I want to just see if you guys are hearing what I'm saying. Type 1 if what I've said here, if it resonates with you. Please, let's just, please, I'll just pause here. Can you type 1 so I know that the information that is being passed across is something that you understand and the need and the urgency of it is reaching you? Please type 1. Terry Omalade, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Those of you, this is a small group of you on YouTube, but this is information that's coming straight to you, and this is an information that you should use. Oduatide, thank you. 1. Dolapo Ofashikwe, number 1 as well. Thank you. So 1, so that's 3 of you saying 1. I appreciate that. Then we need more of you. It's very important. These are information that we must share. It's not a rumor. This is not a rumor. You can see I have also put the link in the broadcast that you're seeing. At the bottom of my write-up there is the link. Even though there was a problem with the thing, I managed to find a way. So that is the bottom. You can see that there. Advice, travel advice to Nigeria. So we only speak truth to power. On the platform of Citizen AY, all we are only doing is speaking truth to power. The only currency we're dealing is, of course, the currency of truth. And of course, we are the Sorosoke generation, the Sorosoke generation with evidence. We provide the evidence. So continue to give us, please continue to type 1 so that we know that the information that you're getting, it's clear. You understand the need for this information to reach as many people as possible. So we're just waiting to see a few more of you share that information. We will come back and I'm going to make sure this information goes onto Facebook in the coming, as soon as I finish this, hopefully. So continue to type 1 so we understand that this information is reaching you. You're understanding the urgency. We read 12 states in which the UK government have said people should not go, and then further states have been added. So 12 states: Bauchi, Kano, Jigawa, Niger, Sokoto, Kogi, Kebbi. So there are in fact there are 19 states. There are 19 states in which in total that the UK government is telling people they shouldn't travel to. 19 states. Yes, confirmed. Go and look at the list. Don't take my word for it. The list is there. You can read it yourself. Put them all together. That's 19 states that the UK government that is telling us to believe in one Nigeria, are telling their own people not to go to that contract in Nigeria. Can you see the hypocrisy? I hope you can see the hypocrisy. And we are here to hear from Katrina Leng about why it is that she has said suddenly she's gone tone deaf. She cannot hear this discussion. It's not something she's aware of. The Nigerian government, we are not aware. Suddenly, that fever, that unawareness fever, is now catching up with the UK government. They are not aware that the statement they made and the impact is actually highlighting and justifying why we are saying we must go for self-determination as Yoruba people, Igbos, and Middle Belt. They've got amnesia now, and they are unaware that they themselves have now put out an advice, a strong travel advice against going to contraption Nigeria, the very contraption that they want us to believe in. And these are the kind of things that we need to be looking at. So please continue to type 1. Terry Omalade has typed 1. Thank you very much. Oduatide has typed 1. Thank you very much. Dolakbo O Fashikwe. Fashikwe, I hope I'm saying it right, has typed 1. Those of you who are still watching us, good Idayatu Moraina, good afternoon to you. Please continue to share. I probably won't stay too long. I'm going to try and be doing this broadcast in and out at the minute. I need to adjust and change a few things till I get the balance right on what I'm doing. Sometimes, you know, it's not about just running all the time, and it's about making sure we get the balance right and everything sits okay. And we're working on that. I'm working on that myself. Suffice to say, at this point, I want to just say to people, make sure if you never, I would advise you always speak to friends if you have issues and things. Unfortunately, in our society, that's not something we've been brought up with. Make sure you speak to friends. Never believe that you alone have this problem. Everybody has issues around the world, and it's important we talk among ourselves so that we can resolve it and not blow it out of proportion and things. So I'm just talking generally now. That's not specific, just generally that, you know, we should always sort of be there for each other in many ways. Never believe that you are carrying something on your own. Everybody's going through many different things. It's important we talk and we understand and we show a level of care for each other. That's one of the things that Nigeria has denied us. Like I said, there's something I shared. Something like 50 million Nigerians out of 210 million have got undiagnosed medical care, medical issue. Let me say that again. 50 million. In fact, you know what? I'm going to try and see if I can show you that. No, I can't show it now because I need to then do something again. But I'm going to do a program about that. But what I want us to do right now is the most pressing need is that right now, diasporans, this information that I've just shared, share it to every diasporan that you know. Yes, this information. The UK government has issued a travel advice against all but essential travel to 7 states, and also they've advised a strong advice against all travel to 12 states, meaning that there's 19 states that the UK has advised not to travel to. The UK has advised on their own website. Go and look at it. The link is there. Don't say Citizen AY is spreading rumors. These are the facts. But they put it on there because they know some of us won't read it. Our job is to bring it to your attention. No? When we tell you that one Nigeria is a fraud, it's a lie, you shouldn't believe. You need to go for self-determination. Here's the evidence. Here is the evidence. So we are just bringing that to your attention. Please do share. I will come back again. I'm going to mention this. If I do a live broadcast, I will talk about it again. If I do a broadcast where it's recorded and I put it on, I will raise it again. But it is very, very important, those of you getting the information, that you share it. Please don't leave it to yourself. You may be able, somebody may literally be about to go on a flight now. They might want to leave their front door, turn the key. They switch this on, you send it to them, they look at it, they will stay, make us stay home, me and no. And they might be going to those areas. They might be going to Akwa Ibom. They might be going to Abia State. Abia State, Akwa Ibom, River State. Very, very important, because now the Fulanis are all over those places. They are killing. Please, this is not a joke. It's not a threat. I'm telling you. Now is not the time for you to be telling me I believe in one Nigeria. Your life is important to you and your family. If they abduct you, they will have to pay the money. If they don't pay it, it's your life. I'm just bringing it to our attention now. The UK government has issued this, not me. The evidence is the UK government has issued it. The UK government, not me. And it is on their website as we speak. Look at it, study it, and read the words that they used. The words are usually an indication of the seriousness they place on this. They are telling everybody. So everybody now, they will tell them not to go and do any, to go to that place. They said not to go to it. 12 states, they said, absolutely, advice against all travel. And then further 7 states, they say all but essential. But essential. So in total, that's 19 states. That's 19 states. So ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm probably going to bring it to a close here. I thank you for watching. I am grateful for your support. I will try and share this at some point, or I might do a live broadcast whereby when I get everything set up. I may not come back again tonight. I want to just take things. I need to just get the balance right. And there's nothing wrong in being honest and being, that's how I do my own thing. I believe in honesty and being sort of stating how things are. I still try and get things done. I went swimming today. I feel good. I did my 60 laps in the pool. And that's good. And I'm trying to build things up. But sometimes, you have to try and get that balance right and make sure you're not just pushing things and just going. You have to take stock and rebalance and refocus a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. One of the things that we haven't learned in our society is being able to have a step back and look at things and understand how things are going and what adjustments we need to make. All we've just been told is just pray. How is prayer solving the issue here? They tell you to come and pray for Nigeria. 60 years of praying for Nigeria, where has it taken us? I'm just asking. 60 years of praying for Nigeria, where has it taken us? Where? I just want to know. So, ladies and gentlemen, those of you watching again, let me. I know I wasn't able to put it on Facebook, but that's okay. I'll get in there later on. It's better. I'm much happier that this is on. Yeah, I am Lord Michael. I am, yes, very much Lord Michael. I'm working on that now. That is going to be, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. That is going to be something that will be happening. And that's why I'm asking you all, if you can, to support me, support us, please help us share the broadcast because it does take time. So Lord Michael, that's a very good advice. And it's not one I ignore at all. I want to do that, but at the same time, I have to get my balance of things right, and I'm trying to do everything I can. So every time you share it, you help us. We need more subscribers. That's why I keep asking, the more you subscribe, the more it makes it easier for us to get the information to you, and so that we don't have to rely on any donation from anywhere else. We can give you the information based on the activities of our own platform. We stand on our own. And, I'm grateful. Lord Michael, that's a very good advice. And we are working on that frantically. I would say we are almost there. We are almost there. But that's why the focus has been now. Not so much. I know we know we have the platform on Facebook, and we're grateful. But Facebook is unreliable because Facebook have been doing a lot of things, anti-Citizen AY in many respects. They are anti us speaking truth to power. They are anti us when we get information out. Instead of us, we did videos where there's thousands and 100,000 of views. They suddenly come and make because of this XYZ, we can't monetize it. So that restricts and reduces any funds that we'll be able to make to be able to invest back into it and to make even better programs. So we're doing what we can with the little we have, and trying to get as much information to you. It will not stop us. It won't. Whatever they do will not stop us. That's why it is really important that what we're doing on Citizen AY on YouTube, your support is critical. It's critical. You subscribing, if you subscribe and give us a thumbs up, it means that other people can get that information. This is really key information that others, no doubt, will bring on board. Once they get information like this, they will bring it on board and they will tell you. But please remember, you heard it here first, and the information that we're giving you is direct from the UK government. They have said no traveling. They are 19 states straight. 19 states. And these are information without doing the research ourselves and bringing that to you. Many may not know. But again, we ask you. Thank you so much, Lord Michael. Thank you. We ask you, those of you watching now, make sure this information reaches those of your friends and family that are in diaspora. Some of them may want to travel to Nigeria as we speak. Make sure they don't. That information, they are aware of it. It puts a stop. Now, they are not talking about that it's happening in Lagos, but you can show you. I showed you, like I said, in one of the things they talked about in the broadcast. They spoke about the coming days, the 20th, 18th of October, 20th of October. They talked about that in Lagos. And all of this would mean that, the government is trying to clamp down on any protesting. So Lagos is that can happen again. And as we know, there are all these terrorists who are walking around in Lagos with guns and everything. and who can have access to gun at a moment's notice, and nobody's stopping them. But if you're a Lagosian, you're not allowed to have guns. So these are things that we are bringing to your attention so that you are aware. Please, 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 it's of the utmost importance. Share this broadcast. Share it when you get it. Ladies and gentlemen, I will bring it to a close here. I thank you all for your support. Please do share it. We need to get to like something like 300, is it 300 and something views now left to get it to that place where it can start doing the things we need to do. So please, if you can, let this video go viral. That's the best way you can help Citizen AY. The best way you can help Citizen AY is simply by sharing the video. That's all we're asking you to do. So if 11 of you watching now, if you share the video and you tell friends about it, share it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times to people that you know, to different people. Just share it, and before you know it, it really starts doing what needs to be done. And please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and a like. It's really, really important. I'll come back later on if I can and do the broadcast on Facebook and all the other platforms. But for now, I want to thank you all for joining us. It's been a pleasure. I do apologize for the technical glitches that happened, but nonetheless, we got there in the end. The essential information that we need to have is this: 17 states. UK has declared 17 states as states that people should not travel to from the UK. And by implication, that should mean that if you're from the US, if you're a diasporan in the US, in Russia, in Australia, in Spain, in Germany, in France, in wherever, and you want to go back home, that impacts you as well, because we are targets. We are targets, whether we like it or not, and that's the plain fact. So I am working on that. So I want to say thank you all to you all very much. Thanks for watching. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. One more thing before I go, I am going to urge you all, and I'll put it in the broadcast I did before. I'm going to do that again. Please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Click on the subscription button, hit the notification button as well, and of course, give us the thumbs up. Very important. The more you give us a thumbs up, the more it reaches people. So, Emmy Oladimeji, thank you so much. Thank you. There's been a problem. I couldn't broadcast it on Facebook as planned. There was some sort of technical issue, and I couldn't do that now. So, but thank you for coming. I do appreciate you, Emmy Oladimeji. But what is important is for us all to be aware. You can see the list right next to me. That there are 12 states that the UK government have advised against going at all. And then they said another further 7, all but essential, yeah. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Chrissy. I appreciate you all. So please, 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 before you go, one more time, let's do this. Let's subscribe to Citizen AY. We've got to the magic, I think, 2,000 subscribers. I think we just need to get, all we need now is for the views to go up. The more the views goes up, the more the platform is able to reach people. And this platform is for Yorubas, Igbos, and Middle Belt. The platform is for Yorubas, Igbos, and Middle Belt. Biafra, whatever we want to call ourselves, Southerners, Ninas. This platform is for Southerners. And the language that we all speak, that is common language among us all, unfortunately, is the colonial language, the English language. And that is why this platform is very, very important, because that here we will share that information. Of course, we have Oduduwa TV radio that is specifically targeted for Yoruba people. We speak mostly Yoruba there. And this platform is a happy medium whereby people who are not speaking Yoruba, or Yorubas who are not conversant in Yoruba, can also get information via Citizen AY. So it's a happy medium in all round, and it works for all of us. So I want to urge you all to continue to support us, and please subscribe to us on Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I want to thank you all. Yeah, exactly. 12 states, exactly, this morning. It's no go. In fact, actually, Alagba Emi, it's 19 states, because 7 of them, they said all but essential. If you look on the broadcast here, if you look, there's 7 states: Bauchi, Kano, Jigawa, Niger State, Sokoto, Kogi, Kebbi, Abia, Bayelsa, and River State. They are states that you should not travel to unless it is absolutely essential. So that is on top of the 12 states, there are 19 states altogether. 19 states. That is more than half of the states in the contraption. That is more than half of the states in the contraption. So that tells you how precarious our situation is. So this is information that we need to share to make sure it goes far and wide, and make sure our people understand that if the UK is saying it is not safe for their family and friends to go to that place, why should it be safe for us to remain in contractual Nigeria? Why? We are justified in going for self-determination as Yorubas, as Middle Beltans, as Igbos or Biafrans. We are justified by the evidence of the UK government issuing a travel advice against traveling to contractual Nigeria. That is the evidence. That's, yes, 19 in total. 19 in total. So that is more than half of the states that we have. More than half. And that's the evidence that we are faced with. But many are not looking into this. So please, tell your family and friends in diaspora, I beg, don't go home. Whether you say you believe in one Nigeria or not, I beg, first of all, don't go home. Because if you don't go, at least you survive. Then you can see what we're saying is correct then, and you can support us. Don't go to North and also Southeast. Emmy, please. Southeast, they mentioned 3 states. Let me mention the states again. In the Southeast, Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross Rivers. Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Cross Rivers, Abia State. There are 6 states in the Southeast, though. 6 states. Look at my hand. There are 6 states in the Southeast. 6 states. See my hand. 6 states. So there are 6 states in the Southeast that is now no-go area. Trust me, that is what the UK is saying. There are no-go areas, and there's a reason for them saying it. Please don't ignore it. It's not only the North alone now. It is the North and the Southeast. And it is not far. We in the Southwest, we are not out of it as well. Because the coming days, the 20th of October, it's 1 year remembrance of the NSAS. The government will be bringing guns. They will be giving all of these terrorists more guns. So we have to be aware. The whole country is a no-go area. If you are in diaspora, please don't bother rushing home now. My advice to you, you will become a victim of extortion, abduction, killings. I'm sorry, that is the fact. And you've seen it now. So I want to thank you all. I thank you for joining the podcast. Please make sure you share it far and wide. The information contained can save a life. As I'm talking to you now, somebody may be in Australia about to board a plane. If they watch this, if you send it to them in time, they can just stay back home. They don't have to go. Likewise, anywhere in the world. It might even be in the UK here. They might not have heard about it. It might be US. It might be Canada. It might be Australia. It might be Russia. It might be Afghanistan. It might be wherever. It might be France. This information can save lives, so please share it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you for watching. I'll be back later.